Hello everybody, welcome back to a very special edition of the FOZCAST, because today I've got an announcement to make, lads, haven't I?
You have.
It's a big one. The time has finally come for me to announce my retirement. Da, da, da. Aren't we supposed to, can we get like music to do that instead of me saying? I have, however, got a belting story for you, and it will explain my reasons why I know finally that it is time to hang the gloves up and enter into retirement. So I'm going to take you back to last Wednesday, was it?
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. So just over a week ago. I'm sitting at home. I'm having a nice time. We do all our media stuff. We do podcasts. We do videos, all that kind of stuff, right? The phone rings, yeah? And it's a guy who I know who is, he's now an agent. His name's Richard Lee. He works as basically a super goalkeeper agent.
He used to be your number 2 at Watford as well,
yeah,
didn't he?
He used to be my number 2 at Watford. I know him really well, too. He's a top lad. Anyway, my phone rings. So I'm thinking, Richard Lee, football agent. This is interesting. Okay, boom. And he's like, Fozzy, listen, I know a team that wants to sign you. I've spoke to somebody already today, and it is like good to go. They want to sign you, basically. Yeah, it's as simple as that. We just need to nail down terms, nail down wages, all that kind of stuff. I was like, all right. And he went, right, you ready for it? I went, yeah, cool. Newcastle United.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big
Newcastle.
boys.
Wow.
Newcastle United.
On the up.
Basically the richest team in world football right now.
Yeah.
Basically, Carl Darlow, that day or the day before in training, had gone down with an injury. He's done his ankle in a really bad way. Like, I'm talking maybe a 3 or 4 monther or something. And so they need a backup goalie, like ASAP though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still a free agent. The transfer window is closed, but because I'm a free agent, I can go and sign. It's not a problem. And he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, wow. So just for a bit of context, I live in the Midlands. To get to Newcastle by car is 4 hours. Yeah,
It's a bit of a trek, isn't it?
It's a bit of a trek, mate. It's not the sort of one that you can commute to every day and back and forth and all that kind of stuff. Bearing in mind, I live in the Midlands. I've lived in the Midlands for the last sort of 10 years. Since I left, basically, Man United, moved back down here, signed for Birmingham, been playing for West Brom for the best part of 9 years. Even when I was at Watford, I was driving back and forth every day. So I'm established in the Midlands, right? The kids go to school. It works. It's perfect for me. We've got the family unit, all that kind of stuff. But this offer comes in, and it's Newcastle. And genuinely, I've gone, oh my gosh, this is massive.
It is massive, isn't it?
It's massive. To be able to sign for a club that you know they're going to be winning Premier Leagues within the next sort of like 3 or 4 years, yeah? It's as simple as that, right? They're going to be up there challenging. And to be one of the guys that's been there from the ground level, from the get-go, and seen how it kind of builds, yeah? It was really interesting to me. So interesting to the point where I'm talking to Richard Lee, and I've gone, okay, I want this amount of money, right? And the amount of money I asked for, right? I kind of had this feeling in me that I didn't really want to do it just because of the upheaval. But I thought, if they're going to pay me a really good wage, it's something that I've got to, you've got to respect it, yeah? If they're willing to pay you this amount of money, you've got to respect it. It's as simple as that. So I said a weekly wage that I wanted, and Richard Lee went, cool, I'll go back now to Newcastle and I'll talk to them and we'll go from there.
When you said that, did you think they were going to go, no, that's not for us?
Yes, that's exactly what I thought, okay? And honestly, deep down, I kind of hoped they were going to say that as well.
Okay,
all right? Because when I heard about Newcastle, straight away it kind of made me go, well, it's a nice feeling at least, do you know what I mean? To feel that sort of bit, feel wanted.
Wanted, yeah.
Yeah, because I think I'll tell you a few more stories in a bit as well, but since the end of last season, we had a few offers, yeah, but none of them were like real Premier League concrete offers, do you know what I mean? So to get this offer in the first place, I was kind of like, it's kind of nice, that, to be fair. It's a nice feeling, do you know what I mean? To feel wanted still. So I've asked for this amount of money, and anyway, he's gone away. He's come back about an hour later, and he's gone, right, Ben, they're not going to do it. They're not going to pay you that amount of wages, right? They're just not willing to do it. And I was like, that's cool, mate. Listen, I'll be dead honest with you, all right? I'll be dead honest with you. if they're not willing to pay that amount of money, I'm not going to do it, because the upheaval and having to go and live away from the family, because it's not like I can travel back and forth. I'll have to get a place up there. I'll have to live away from the family by myself for 4 or 5 days a week.
Potentially 1 day off per week as well. So in that day off, you're coming home, but you've got 8 hours of travel.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to bear in mind, I'm 39 years old, right? If I'm in my 20s, it's a no-brainer.
You're going straight to Newcastle.
You're doing it, yeah? You're having a lovely time as well.
Absolutely.
But I'm 39 years old, and with everything else that I've got going on at the minute, we're doing podcasts, we're doing, football fill-in on a Monday. We're putting out, you know what I mean? We're putting out a lot of content, and it's people. I've even since like the news broke that I could have signed for Newcastle, I saw so many comments saying, "Oh, we'd rather just do his YouTube stuff," and it's not about doing the YouTube stuff. It's a genuine, legitimate interest of mine. Do you know what I mean? The podcast like this, what we're doing now,
media, isn't it?
It's
Absolutely.
media. It's media.
Absolutely, and you've got a family.
Exactly, and I do. I enjoy doing it.
I totally get it.
I really do. I love doing what we're doing, and long may it continue as well. So anyway, he's gone, listen, they're not going to do it. It's as simple as that. They're not going to do it. And I went, that's fine, mate. Honestly, I'm so happy to walk away. I'm not being a dickhead, and I'm not taking the mick. But if they're not willing to match that, then I will walk away, because it's not worth it for me. Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't really a negotiation, was it, Ben? It was like, listen, if that number's not met, it's not like I'm going to kick it. That's it.
Yeah, cool.
I'll just thanks very much.
No hard feelings. No. Genuinely no hard feelings. Like the amount of times I've spoke about Newcastle on podcast as well and said, what a football club. It's genuinely what a football club. Like the atmosphere at St James's Park, the fans, like they are incredible, right? I was with Rob Elliott all of last year, and the good things that he said about Newcastle were just ridiculous, mate. He said, honestly, Fozzie, it's like a different world up there. Honestly, he said, once you're up there and you're in it,
so passionate, and they're lovely people
exactly
as well.
That. He said they are the best fans in the world. He said, like, you go for dinner and people will be like, oh, really nice, and they're just so respectful. He said it's just one of the best clubs that you could possibly go to.
It would have to be, I think, with the position you're in, it'd have to be something really appealing, and there were very few clubs, Newcastle being one of them, wasn't it? And I know, like, history-wise, they haven't won like loads of major honours.
They will be soon,
but they will be. They will be. It's the stadium, the fan base. Like, you look at it and you think worldwide, over the years they could be massive worldwide, couldn't they?
So anyway, I've said to Richard Lee, listen, no, mate, I'm not being bad, and I'm happy to walk away, say thank you to them, you know what I mean, no hard feelings, it's cool, it's not a problem. And he went, well, we're just going to have to walk away then, because we're not going to get there. I went, all right, that's fine, not a problem. Anyway, about another hour later, the phone rings, and it's Richard Lee again. And he's
what are you thinking when you see that?
So when I see this now, I'm thinking, he's got another offer, like they've come back with something, surely, like. And he's like, Fozzie, he says, we're getting closer. I think they might do it, And as soon as he said this, right, honestly, I had this sinking feeling inside of me, because deep down, I didn't want to do it. And this sounds mad. And honestly, this is such a hard thing to explain, because I know for a fact there will be millions of people up and down the country, worldwide, whatever, that will say, you've just been offered a contract, a really, really good contract by the richest team in the world, right? To go and be second choice goalkeeper, you can be part of something. Do you know what I mean? But I just didn't want to do it. Honestly, I had this deep feeling, and the wrench of it is the fact I'd have to move away from home. That would kill me. You know what I mean? If I'm in an apartment in Newcastle by myself, away from my family, I don't think people can understand. That's hard to do. That is really, really hard to do.
Especially at the age that you are.
Especially at the age that I am, and especially with everything else I've got going on.
Working as well with Fozzie, the other thing as well, you'd be working with Nick Pope, wouldn't you?
Oh, mate, it would be incredible. Like, Popey's the man.
I love Nick Pope.
Like, I love Nick Pope. Like, their goalie coach is a top man. They've got a British core of players in the team anyway.
Well, the gaffer, Eddie Howe.
The gaffer. So I know for a fact it would. I would have, if I'd have gone up there, I'd have had an amazing time for sure. The lads would have been absolutely brilliant, and I'd have buzzed off the stadium, the fans, all that kind of stuff. But the overriding sinking feeling was, I don't want to do this. And do you know that gut feeling? Do you know?
Always go.
Do you know when people say you got to go with your gut feeling, right? I had this feeling deep down. I was like, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it.
And when Fozzie, when he said we're getting closer, you then rang me and you've gone, right, I think we're going to have to go to Newcastle. I think we might be on for Newcastle, didn't you? So the call had gone out, and this was what, 8 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock at night, I'm packing an overnight bag. The phone rings, we're getting closer.
Yeah.
And then what?